Okay, in this video we will talk about a very interesting visualization which is freely available in Splunk base called Network Diagram Visualization, which is developed by Daniel. I think he has done an amazing job of creating this particular visualization. So we will explore this visualization today and see what it offers. Okay, now to its nutshell, so basically this particular visualization, using this particular visualization, you can basically show the relationship between entities. So let's say if I have a deployment server, and what are the different deployment clients is polling this particular deployment server. If I just wanted to show that in a visualization, I can use this particular visualization as well. Or let's say if you have some kind of workflow, right? So what are the different steps it is executing, that also you can basically show up in this particular visualization. Or let's say if you have some kind of clustered of servers, and you can basically show that server health status using this particular visualization as well. So the node colors, if I just show you over here, like this is how a typical network diagram looks like. So over here, if you see, there are different nodes over here, right? The nodes can be anything. Like if you see in this particular diagram, they are showing the relationship between the load balancer and the web servers over here. Then from the web servers to app servers and the database servers over here. Like this is the full topology of your deployments, right? And using the color, you can basically show dynamically how the health is for the different components of your whole architecture over here, right? So let us do that one. Now installation wise, you can just directly download it from the Splunk base and install it just like other Splunk base app over here. Okay, now I downloaded the version 1.6.0, which is Splunk 8 compatible. So based on your Splunk version, maybe you need to download that corresponding version, but some of the features which may be available in the recent version may not be available in the older version over there. Okay, so now I installed this particular app over here in my system. So this will be something like this one, network diagram visualization. Now this is the landing page, and if you see, like, you can do this type of cool stuff, cool diagram visualization using this particular app over here. Okay, now use case wise, as I said, there could be various use cases which requires to show how different entities are related or connected with each other. You can use this particular visualization, like displaying the current server status based on CPU, memory, IO, and disk usage, even visually associating users with actions like purchases or basically crashes or errors, something like that one, visualizing the connection speeds between the two hosts and services, or showing how events are related to each other. So it's just a relation between entities over here. Now in terms of underlying data, so this is what we need to understand more regarding this particular visualization, because it requires it requires certain field names which has to be there in the search, otherwise it will not be working at all. Okay, so these are the field names. Okay, so let us try to understand with a sample search over here. Okay, so I'll be using the same search they have given as an example search. I think that should be enough over here. So I'll just go to my search. Okay, I'll just run this one first. So if I just run this guy now, if you see, currently it is creating 4 fields: form, to, value, type, and underscore time. That is fine over here. Okay, now let us see first, like how this particular data is getting rendered into the visualization. Then maybe we will be talking about more about the fields over here. Okay, so if I just go to visualization, so before that, let us first try to see what kind of data it is. So if you see, it just like the similar example what they have given it in their website over here. Okay, so we have a load balancer, couple of web servers, app servers, and the database servers. Okay, now if you see, this is how the data looks like. So the load balancer is connected connected to 3 web servers over here. If you see, now each and every web server is connected to 2 app servers over here, if you see it. Okay, and each and every app server is connected to the database server over here. Okay, and database server is not connected to any entity over here. Okay, that's how they have prepared the data over here. Now if I just go to visualization over here, if you see, this is how it looks like. When you can see it, you can drag and drop something like this one, and it will rearrange itself in particular fashion. We'll see this settings as well over here. Okay, now if you see, the load balancer is connected to these 3 web servers, and then app server, and then the database server over here, right? Now this is where this field names are important over here. Okay, so if you want to use this particular visualization, these fields you have to create. Now some of the fields are optional, some of the fields are mandatory over here. Okay, now if you just go to the landing page of this particular application, they have given the fields name over here as well. If you see, now among them, the form is the only required field over here. Okay, rest of the fields are optional. Form means the unique name of the source entity, like from where you want to basically create the connection. Like, so if I just see the load balancer and the web server over here, so the load balancer will be the form 1 and the web server will be the 2.1. so that is what it is showing up over here as well. Okay, this is how you will be setting up your data. Okay, so the form is the name of the entity, of the source entity basically. 2 is the name of the and it has to be a unique name of the destination entity. Now value means the text to be displayed as a tooltip over there. Okay, now, and this text is also available as a token as well. So this is the new feature they have added in this recent release. Okay, now value they have created, no, okay, I think they have created over here. If you see, they have created a new field called value over here, and over here you can basically set up what value you want to show when you hover over here. If you see, like in the tooltip for the load balancer, it is showing up load balancer, right? Something like this one. So this is the value part. Now you can also set the type of that particular entity. Okay, so this particular field is used to display the entity in the dashboard. That means you can basically, if I just show you over here, currently for the load balancer, they are using this sitemap kind of icon over here, right? So you can use the icon you wanted. Now that icons are available from here. So if I just go to available icons over here, okay, let it load. Now if you see, like they have given some examples of some of the icons, you can use it in the app. Even over here, if you see, like if you want to map or if you want to show the relationship between, like among the Splunk components, you can use these icons over here as well. Even see, if you see, like you can use any of these icons over here. And the icon names, for the icon names, you need to go to below. So these are all the available icons in this particular app. Okay, so if you want to use any of this icon, you just need to copy its name. So let's say if I just, for the load balancer, if I just wanted to use this particular, so I'll just copy its name and I will put it over here. Let's say instead of sitemap, I'll just say arrow alternative. Okay, and if I just run it now, if you see, that particular logo or icon will be rendered over here accordingly. Okay, so that's the detail about. So if I just go up now and go to the landing page of this particular app, so that's the type field. So that is also optional, but if you want to use your logo, which is a logo, available logo in this app, so you can use this particular one as well. Now color is, you can use the color as well to color the text or the icon you want. Okay, so for that similar way, you need to create the new field, right? So over here currently we do not have any color field, so we can create it. So for that, I'll just not waste much time. So I just already did that one. Maybe I'll just show you. It's just a simple eval statement. Okay, so So after type, we can do something like this one. So I just read it in similar way, like for each and every ID. If you see, like they have created an ID over here. Maybe I'll just show you. It is just for the case statement. So this is a kind of row number over here. Just to use it for the case statement, they have created this ID over here. Okay, but because it's a test data, so that's why they have to do it one. Otherwise, it will, when you'll be working your own data, this may not be needed over there. Okay, creating this ID columns and all. So best you can write your own logic as well over there. Okay, so what I did is, like, based on this ID, I have just set it up the colors, like load balancer will be the green one, then the ID equals to 4, 6 and 8 and 10. That means our different web servers will be the yellow one. Okay, and my app servers will be the red one, something like this one. Okay, so if I just run this one now, okay, I have to get the color field as well over there. Okay, so if you see, like, this is how it will be working over there. My load balancer will be green colored, otherwise other web servers and app servers will be in yellow color, and my database servers will be red color. So that is what I have set it up over there as well. Okay, now you can use any HTML color, or the color will be something like this one, green, yellow, blue, something like this one, red, something like this one in clear text. Okay, now if I just go back, now here you can also give the link text and the link color as well. Okay, so the link text is the text to be displayed on the link between the form and to. That means, so if I just do this one, so this is a link, right? So over here, if you are just wanted to put some text, you can put, you have to basically create that new field called link text. Even if you want to just put some customized color for the link, you can do that using the link color over there. Okay, so even as I also done that one, so I'll just not waste much time on this one, because this is very simplistic stuff. I just put randomly some colors over here based on whatever we have it over here. Okay, so I just created this two fields. So then I will be taking in my fields as well, right? So if I just run it now, so based on that, the link text, if you see, like green, yellow, this is what I have given it over here in the link text, so that is displaying on the link as well. Even correspondingly, the link colors also getting changed over here, if you see it. Okay, now similarly, you can set the link width as well over there. Okay, and there are another two interesting stuff called X and Y, which we will be discussing when we'll discuss about the create layouts. Okay, but that will park for after some time only. We'll be discussing that one. So but before that, let us see first what are the other formatting options available for this particular visualizations. Okay, so if I just go to format, now there are a lot of options available. First thing is the enable physics. If you see it, like if I just drag and drop, so it basically rearrange something over there, right? So if we just make it false, so it will just not rearrange itself automatically. Okay, so that's the like enable or disabling physics over here. Draggable nodes, that means currently you can drag it. So if I just make it false, so it, like, the whole diagram will be dragged at once. Okay, so you cannot drag individual nodes over here. Okay, and enable zoom, so that means if you just do the mouse wheel up and down, so it will be basically zoom in and zoom out, something like this one. Okay, and then you can set the node text size as well. So this particular text size also you can basically configure. Even you can configure the linked text size, even the linked text position as well. So currently it is the bottom of this particular link, so you can mention either middle, so it will move to the middle of the link if you see it over here, right? And there is the option of moving to horizontal at top of the link as well. Okay, now this is the link text size. And smooth edges means like it will be creating the curved edges if you see it over here. Okay, but if you just make it false, it will just create the straight line edges over there. Okay, that's the difference between smooth edge true and false. And smooth edge type, you can set it up as whatever it is, a dynamic, continuous, discrete. Diagonal cross means like from load balancer diagonally the second node will be created, something like this one. Okay, hopefully you can play around with this one and see what is the best suitable for you. And also, like, if you do not like this particular arrangement, there is the option of creating your own layout as well, which we'll be discussing very soon. Now you can, this is the new feature I think in this particular release in 1.6, where you can basically create an arrow. Okay, so if I just give the arrow position as middle, so from which node to which node you are basically wanted to show, that arrow also it will be displaying over there. Okay, and there is an option of clustering as well, so you can cluster either by color or group. Okay, so if I just do the color, if you see, like, I have 3 web servers and 2 app servers, right? So they are all grouped into a single cluster over here. Okay, sometimes it will be helpful, but otherwise, like, I think without clustering itself, it basically shows more informations over there. Okay, and even you can select the default node type as well. Some of the node type they have given it over there, like the icons over here. Okay, this is all the general properties. In terms of hierarchies, so you can basically arrange these nodes in hierarchies as well. If you see, if I just make it as true, it will be basically creating a very cool hierarchical diagram over here, right? So if I just make it a big over here, right? So that hierarchy you can set it up as well, either true or false. So when you are making the hierarchy as true, the hierarchy direction also you can mention, like whether top to down or bottom to up. So this is like when we are selecting bottom to up, our load balancer is showing up at the bottom over here, right? Even you can set the sort method as well over there. Okay, now apart from this one, this also sets some tokens whenever you are clicking on this one, like any of the nodes over here. So these are the default token names, so you can set your own token names over here as well, so that you can use this token in your dashboard level search as well over here. So for the form node, to node, tooltip, and the node or link text, so these 4 tokens it is available over there as well. Okay, now in terms of drill down, so it is having the similar behavior whatever we have it for other Splunk visualizations over here. Okay, although for this particular version I received some error when I was trying to drilling down. Maybe I don't know whether it's a error of this particular one or I am doing something wrong. Maybe I'll just show you over here in the dashboard. So this is the demo dashboard I created before over there. It's just like normal same diagram I have created over there. So if I just go to edit and try to set the drill down, if you see it is vanishing, because if I just see in the console, it is basically complaining about the type of the node, or basically this one smooth edge type I choose over here. So if I just choose dynamics over here, it is showing up something like this one, invalid option. But although I am selecting from the drop down itself, or maybe it is a bug or something which is not allowing me to create the drill down over here. Maybe I would suggest you try from your end as well and see whether you are receiving similar kind of error or not. Okay, now the most interesting part is the create layout over here. Okay, now here basically, as I said, if you do not like the arrangements, the default arrangements it is having, so you can create your own layout as well. So for that, let's say I have this particular search, so I'll just run this particular search. So it will show you this particular diagram over here, right? So you can create your own layout, like suppose I want my load balancer something like this one, then I have my 3 web servers, okay, something like this one. So if I just do it, okay, and then let's say a couple of app servers here, and then my database server. Suppose I want this kind of layout over here. So after you drag and drop this stuff, right, so they will be giving you a separate search. So basically here they are setting up the X and Y coordinate, as I have discussing, I was telling you like before, right? So this X and Y coordinate, you just need to, so what they will do, basically based on this search, they will just add this X and Y coordinate details over here. Okay, and then you just need to copy paste this search from into your dashboard search, so that this layout will be preserved over there. Okay, every time you refresh your dashboard. So this is another thing you can do with this particular app as well. Okay, and in terms of performance, so currently in this particular release they have done a huge performance improvement. So let me show you one cool stuff over here. So if you just go to this performance dashboard, so if you see, they have currently creating the number of nodes as 500, so it will be auto arranging itself, something like this one. Okay, so we have total 500 nodes, and all we are showing up over here is how these nodes are connected over here. This is really amazing work. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful and maybe useful for your own use case as well. Okay, so we will see in future like more cool visualizations from Splunk base as well. Okay, see you in next video.